Don't kill the messenger. I'm just saying. Hey besties, welcome to Fem Nature. This is a channel all about glowing up together. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video into your group chat. So the topic of the day is how to get queen treatment, princess treatment, or just in general spoiled all around. So if you're interested in that topic, let's get right into it. So the first step into getting and attracting that queen treatment or princess treatment, you have to start doing that stuff for yourself. You have to take yourself on dates. You have to buy yourself flowers. You have to take yourself on shopping sprees. So everything that you're looking for somebody else to come into your life and do and knock on your door and do for you, you need to do that for yourself. Because why would you expect somebody to come into your life and introduce you to something that you're not even used to yourself? That's a very dangerous game, and a lot of women, you know, they date people that spoil them, and then once they take it away, their whole life is over. So what you need to do is definitely start incorporating and romanticizing your life yourself by giving yourself everything that you want, taking yourself to all the nice places that you see other people going to, or just the places that you're interested in, buying yourself a nice bouquet of flowers to set in your home. You know, just do all the things that you would like somebody else to come and do it for yourself first, and you would see the difference, because you're no longer going to stay at home, wait for somebody to, you know, brighten your day, brighten your mood. Why would you wait all that time to be miserable when you could just do that stuff yourself and cheer yourself up, you know? So that is the first step. Now the next thing is to set your standards. Now a lot of women don't have the highest standards, but the great thing is you could always build your standards up, because we're taught to literally put ourselves last, especially if you have children, put everybody before you, and that's not how we're going to do things around here. You're going to set your standards high and know that this is what you're expecting from yourself first, and then you're going to expect all the great things from other people as well. So if you're expecting to have somebody come into your life and take you out on a weekly date, make sure that you're setting that standard. If you're expecting flowers, set that standard. If you want them to have great communication with you throughout the day, set that standard. Don't wait for you to start getting involved with somebody to just start throwing stuff at them and pretending like these are your standards, because people can see through bullshit and they're not going to, you know, abide by those things because you're not taking it as serious. So before you pretend to have high standards, just start implementing and genuinely having high standards, because when you have high standards, you're teaching people how to treat you. So if you don't want somebody to text you late night hours to link up, make sure you turn your phone off by 7 p.m. and you don't communicate, you don't link with nobody late at night, you don't expect cheap dates, you don't accept ghosting, you don't accept the bare minimum and breadcrumbs from people. You literally set your standards so high that they know not to play with you, and as soon as they do something that they know is going to piss you off, you're going to cut them off. Or you're going to show them, you know, don't do that again. But verbal communication is great, and setting your standards to let people know the things that you like and will tolerate versus the stuff that you don't tolerate is very important, because, again, there's so many things that you can avoid by having the higher standards. And it's okay if people talk and say, oh, your standards are too high, you're being delusional, nobody's gonna abide by that. That is fine, because again, setting the tone for yourself, if you take yourself serious, if you meet your own standards, you don't need somebody else to meet your standards. Yes, it would be great to have that addition, but it's not a life or death situation, and a lot of people just lower their standards so they can have a partner, so they can have friends, so they can just have people around them, which doesn't make sense to me. So keep your standards high. You would avoid all the BS that comes with having low standards. And let me give you an example of somebody that has low standards. So if they know they want to be taken out on a date, but their partner doesn't view going on date nights as important, they would just be like, it's okay, I understand, you know, go weeks, months, years without being taken on a date. And then they would complain to their friends and, you know, complain to their peers that they're not being taken out on a date. But if she set the tone, like, date nights are very important because those are my standards, she would be taken out. It's just that simple. Do not have low standards just to keep people in your life. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. And that's just me being honest. And if you have low standards, you could always build your standards high again, brick by brick, knowing what you want and knowing what you don't want. Create a list of the things that you want yourself to do for yourself. Keep that commitment to yourself first, and once you start keeping the commitments to yourself, you're gonna start radiating that queen treatment energy outwards, and people are gonna like learn. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Once you radiate that, people fall in line and do what they need to do to make you happy. Don't kill the messenger, I'm just saying. Another tip is having self-love. And self-love is very important. That's actually the first step that you need to have in order to get that princess treatment, because without self-love, you would accept the bare minimum. You would accept breadcrumbs. You would accept just a shitty partner, put yourself in shitty situations just because you don't love yourself. So implementing self-love is very important, and that is something that is an ongoing thing. You have to practice self-love until the day that you move on to another dimension. Have done this exercise where you list a lot of things that you love about yourself, and even if you say you can't find one thing that you love about yourself, there is a whole bunch of things that you overlook that you actually do like about yourself. And self-love is so important because you just pour into yourself. Once you love yourself, you walk different, you act a different way, maneuver and radiate through life with self-love. And self-love is extremely important because you can't expect to be up here and get treated with great quality and great treatment without self-love. It just doesn't go. It doesn't. Because people prey on women that do not have self-love. I'm surrounded by a lot of men that go after women and they know they do not have self-love. It's like an easy target. And people are predators. So you need to have self-love, even if it's being by yourself, listening to affirmations, writing down journal entries on the things that you love about yourself, the things that you want to improve. Again, you could love yourself and still want to improve stuff, but loving yourself is extremely important. You won't get far if you don't love yourself. And if you look and see a person that's super insecure and they're botching their body and changing their identity every 6 business days, they don't love themselves. And you can see how draining and tiring it is. Only one you. Unless you're a twin, but you're still a different person. You have to love who you are. Flaws and all. That's how important it is. People give you queen treatment when you walk throughout the world that you're untouchable. Nobody's words can hurt your feelings. Nothing that people are projecting onto you will hurt your feelings. When you love yourself, men fall deeply in love with you because you're the most important thing in the room. You're the most important thing to yourself. And you don't care about risking anything if you put yourself first. So that's why self-love is important. Getting queen treatment is not as hard as people may make it seem. It's literally easy. It's the easiest thing. It doesn't matter what you look like, your height, your body size, your weight, your nothing. It does not matter. It's about the aura that you present that people will gravitate to. People will start opening the doors for you. People will start being extra kind to you, making sure that, you know, they can help you with anything that you need help with. It's all about the aura. It's all about how you present yourself. It's all about that inner knowing that you deserve queen treatment. And that's the last tip. Knowing that you deserve everything great in this lifetime. Knowing that you deserve a great partner that kisses the ground that you walk on in a healthy way. Knowing that you deserve flowers, knowing that you deserve the life of abundance, knowing that you deserve just ease and flow. Because if you don't feel, you could do all these things that I told you about, but if you do not feel deserving of queen treatment, princess treatment, great treatment, whatever you want to call it, if you do not feel deserving of any of those treatments, you will not get it. No matter if you change your appearance, no matter if you start saying affirmations, no matter if you start spoiling yourself, once you don't feel deserving of it, that's going to amplify into the universe that it's going to start creating all these scenarios on why you don't deserve it, and it's going to make your belief true. So you have to start believing that this is the lifestyle that you want and this is the treatment that you want in order for everything to start working in your favor. And I also have an ebook on my website that teaches you how to tap into your feminine energy and get that goddess like treatment. I'll definitely leave it down below, and it has so many tips and so many things that I recently touched on in this video, with many more information and stuff like that to get you on the path on getting spoiled easily, effortlessly, without having to do the most in return. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.